Hello everyone, welcome to UTA Planetarium live stream. This time we wanted to just to do a surprise live stream, and a lot of you ask questions. What you can see in the tonight sky? What is that meteor shower that some of the media is talking about? So if you just catch up with us in a few minutes, we'll go ahead and explain, and you will also get the chance to ask questions. So if you are not familiar or if you don't know who I am, my name is Levent Gurdemir. I'm the director at UTA Planetarium, UTA Astronomer. Your chance to talk to an astronomer is very slim, depending on the number of astronomers around the world. So there are not many astronomers around the world. So this is your chance to ask your questions. And if you have any question, you can put it in the comments chat, so I can try to explain and answer too. All right, so in the tonight sky. So right now I'm in my office and I'm transporting myself into the night sky. So let me get that transition done, and my controls are frozen, and here is night sky coming up. So in the night sky, when you go outside, well, we are in almost winter months now. It is the middle of November. November is where the days are short comparing to summers. Summers, if you remember, we had long days. The sun sets around 9 o'clock. Now it is 5:30, so it is setting as early as 5:30. So after sunset, some of the things you can see in the night sky: stars, constellations, great crescent moon, and you can see a lot of things on your own. I like winter sky because there is more light sky show in the sky. So here is the sunset, twilight sky. You can see over here there is the moon, crescent moon. So let me switch my screen a little bit so we can see better if we go after the twilight zone. So right after the twilight zone, here we go. The stars and planets and the moon, everything gets brighter because the sky conditions are darker after the twilight. So let me turn my direction a little bit to the southwest direction, because there is a lot of things I will explain right over here. Can you see this guy over here? Oh, I switched. Can you see this guy over here? Well, it seems pretty small on the screen, but I have the ability to make the things in the sky much larger. So maybe you can tell what it is. So this is a crescent moon. The great face of the moon, we can see a tiny bit crescent. It is usually very beautiful, very nice to look at, and especially if you have a binocular, you can see for yourself, and even with a small telescope. So the moon shows us its phases. So this is at the beginning of a new moon cycle. The moon was new. Moon was not visible in the sky a few days ago. So it is showing a bright edge right now. And as we go forward in time, and the next day and next day, the more and more of that edge will be brighter. And finally, in less than 2 weeks, the entire side will be visible, so we can see the entire side facing us. We call it full moon. So this is not a full moon night, but this is a great crescent night. So other two things in the night sky. There are other two bright things that I need to see myself. So if we just scroll the pages up, Jim. I need to coordinate with Jim because I just lost my vision over here. It is like losing in the sky, right? So here are two more great things. Here there's a bright object right here and bright object right here. So these objects you wouldn't miss. So here's the crescent moon, and right above it and bright and slightly less bright things. Those are the planets of our solar system. Let's take a look quickly what they are. So this is, for example, this is Jupiter. So Jupiter is the largest planet of the solar system. You just poke a hole over here and feed Earths. It will take 1,000 Earths. So that's a great giant planet. And you can see tonight, it's great red spot feature, the hurricane region that continuously goes on the surface of this planet. And second largest, and the other thing in the sky, is the ringed world Saturn. It's beautiful rings. It features a lot of great, nice, the planets. So nice to look at. The ring system is very small particles of rocks, dust and ice. So everything is covered by ice in the ring system. So they are reflecting sunlight like mirror, and we see the ring system very bright. This is the only planet that have the ring system visible from Earth with the ground-based telescopes. All other planets, like all other gas giant planets, Jupiter, Uranus, and Neptune, they also have rings, but their rings are tiny. We cannot see it from ground. We cannot see it from Earth. We were able to see their rings with the space missions. So there are some spacecraft flew by nearby these planets, and they were able to detect the rings, not from the telescopes from Earth. So there is another planet that is visible from the other side, and now we need to turn our head to different direction, which is the east direction, where everything rises in the sky. And here you go. We have a bright red thing in the sky. What is that bright red thing? So it is very easy. If you are seeing a red thing in the sky, one thing you can think of is planet Mars. So we talked about Mars in detail a few weeks ago, and we said why we are so interested, why research scientists are so interested in this red planet, because, well, we are trying to find the potential footprints of life. So the red planet is very interesting, and also you can easily spot in the night sky. It's not a great telescopic object because Mars is a small planet, smaller than Earth, and it is relatively far. So even with a great telescope, great star party telescope on the surface of Earth, it is always a red dot. Why Mars is red? Because Mars is rusty. So the Mars rock has a lot of iron. It gets rusty, rust up, and the entire planet looks red. So this is a great planet. There are a lot of rovers on the surface doing a lot of research, and it is the planet you can see in the night sky for yourself. And here is something new. That is, and it's going to be better in the upcoming days if we turn our head to the east direction and go a little after the sunset. So right now you can see all this light pollution. It is coming from the city lights, but it gets better by time if we progress into the evening hours. So the stars, as you know, because Earth rotates, everything in the sky will be changing their locations. So we call it daily motion. That's because our Earth is spinning every 24 hours on its axis, and new things are coming up from the horizon, from the east direction, while the others are setting from the west direction. So here is a great constellation. Let's stop right here. And this constellation I'm talking about, you are right. I can kind of hear you. You said Orion. That's right. It is very easy to find out. The three stars lined up. There are 3 stars and 4 stars in the corner. Very easy to find out. Orion is one of the easiest to find constellations. You can imagine some lines like this. So this is what we call stick figure. We draw imaginary lines between stars. It will make a shape. What shape do you see? It can be any shape. It will be depending on your imagination. But in Greek mythology, the Orion is hunter. It's a great constellation in the sky. Well, we imagine Orion like this. So if you look at these 3 stars, the bright stars of Orion, they are forming the belt of the hunter. So we call it Orion's belt, belt stars. Belt stars may be important to find another star in the sky. For example, from the belt stars, if we draw a line like this, just to your horizon. You find a very bright star coming up. This star is a Sirius star. It's called Sirius. It is the brightest star of the night sky. So on the other side, from the belt stars, draw another line high up above in the sky. Let's see where it leads us. So first, you find this little star over here drawing like a V shape in the sky. This is constellation Taurus, the bull, and right above Taurus you can see a star cluster. So this star cluster is like the 7 bright star, close, so packed together. The shape is kind of like an Orion, and but you can easily identify and tell that this is not a constellation. It is just the number of stars all together. This is called Pleiades, 7 sisters. And it has numerous names in different cultures. For example, Japanese called Subaru. In Arabic cultures, it's called 7 candle. So there is a lot of different names, and that star cluster is one of the things you need to see. All you need is just grab your binocular and look at it, and it shows you a great picture. So let's see if we can zoom in. I have a lot of controls over here that I think I can zoom into the Pleiades with 7 sisters. And let's try different page. All right, I'm trying to show it to you through my computer, but not always things are easy in the night sky. So you really need, maybe I need Jim's little help over here. So,
I'm working on it.
All right. So the things are coming up as they're supposed to. So this is very typical, right? So Pleiades should be just zooming in.
Okay.
Here you go.
The Pleiades is, I'm gonna force it on. How about that?
Okay, let's force it on.
Okay. Now we're gonna.
Here you go.
Zoom it in, and we got it.
Okay, here we go. Finally, we were able to show you the telescopic picture. So this is an image coming from Hubble Space Telescope. You can see 7 bright stars visible to unaided eye. What does one unaided eye means? It is literally you are just looking at using your eyes. Our eyes are great data recorders, so the best thing to use for the night sky observation. But you can use some aid, like binocular can be an aid, telescope can be an aid, so you can find a picture like this. So this is the space telescope picture of Pleiades. 7 bright stars is visible, but there are also hundreds of stars contained in this star cluster. So what is that hazy cloud, like a smoke coming up from the stars? Those are actually, this is a star forming dust, stellar dust. So these star forming dust formed the stars, some of the stars already, but the star forming process is still going on. So this is a young star cluster. So all the stars are young, they are shining blue, and the star forming process is still going on. And by time, in the next hundreds of millions years, this the star forming process will clear up all the cloud around the stars. So this is a great thing to look at it. You can find it for yourself in the night sky. So there are a lot of great things. But if you would like to see more, just keep watching our live star streams, and don't forget to direct us your questions, because we can just answer them in the next live stream. So for the live streams, and hopefully we'll see you next week about the same time on Tuesdays. We have a very busy field trip schedule. We are connecting to the classrooms of students, and whenever our live star streams, the field trip's over, we are trying to do a pop-up live streams too. So okay, follow us and see you in the next week.